We are going to Barcelona, apparently. Hi there, would you kindly place me in the vehicle? I mean, you do have legs. I feel like you could do that yourself, but sure. James, if you're going to be that lazy. There are no other passengers waiting. Could you press the confirm button? I could. Well, that was easy. Thanks. No problem. Hey, could you let me sit by the window? Sure thing, Geordie. Of course, there's 2 of us and 2 window seats. Oh yeah, you're right. Well then, put you by the window. I want to be alone. Aurora, I know how you feel. I can sympathise. But unless you want to wait for the next taxi, you're probably going to have to go with this guy. So we'll make an empty seat between you, and you'll probably be happier that way. I'm assuming there is a window on this side, and it's not just like open-topped vehicle with just like windows on that side. This ride's on me, says Alexis. Go ahead, you're the famous writer. Come on, it's just a little indie movie. I'd give anything to be in a little indie movie. I mean, technically speaking, you are now in a video that is going to be posted on the internet that people can watch, and I am an independent content creator. Does that count? I wish you had auditioned for it. I know. Okay, where do you want to go? You still want to be by the window. You want to be with Alexis, and you want to be by the window. Okay, well, okay, there is a window on this side. You can go in the middle. GG, next game now. Yeah, good game. Well, there are definitely... I should probably, by the way, have my face cam, like, up here or something. Hooray! There is a progress bar down here at the bottom. Okay, limo time. Anna, like me, wants to be alone. Well, then you can drive. No? Okay. You can go in the trash. You go there. You are now alone. You want to be by the window. Fortunately, there are lots of window seats. You want to be with Goran and also by the window. You are Goran. You want to sit in the direction of the vehicle and be with Olivia. Okay, now it's getting complicated. So these 2 want to go together and also in the direction of the vehicle. So let me just turf you out a moment. Because you guys need to be sitting this way. That's the direction the vehicle's going. You 2 want to be alone and you want to be by the window. Well, that counts as by the window. And then each of you can have an entire 3-seater thing to yourself, and you can lie down on it and stretch out and be comfy. To Plaza de Catalunya, thanks. What do you mean? This ain't a taxi. Oops. We just thought it was a really fancy one. Ay caramba, you're not the group I was supposed to pick up. Well, since you're already here, I'll take you, but don't say nothing to my boss. Okay. Bog says, can you put me by an east-facing window in the case that 3 other people are in the leftmost half, otherwise place me on a seat with exactly 1 person adjacent and no window? No. T-Bagger would like to be stood on the roof of the car Teen Wolf style. Okay, Victor says, I forgot to shower. Well, you better go home and shower then. Come back when you're clean. You also forgot to shower. Well, let's put the smelly ones together. Yeah, because the rest of you don't like bad smell. Well, apparently this person doesn't mind bad smells, but also wants to be alone. So, yeah. Let's... First of all, these 2 want to be together. Oh, but... They want to be no, you want to be with you, but you don't want to be with you. Okay, that's very much a one-way desire to sit with here. Does this count as by the window? It does. Okay, so you two can sit next to each other. The smelly people can sit over here. And then these two can go like that. There we go. Easy. El Tibago says, what is this, an anime convention? No, Tibago, not everybody smells bad, so it can't be an anime convention. Thanks for coming with me to the film. See, it was a film festival. A film festival, Nat. Who am I to turn down a limo ride? I do feel a little out of place, though. You're an actor. You belong here, too. I'm just an aspiring actor. You know, I could introduce you to the director. Who would want to cast a weird shape like me in a movie? Now then. There's nothing wrong with being weird. There are many weird people out there who are proud of the fact that they are weird. A diamond is a lovely shape, and I'm sure there are roles for which a diamond is very well suited. Yes, no shape racism here, please. El Tibago says if everybody smelled bad, it would be a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament. True. Okay. So, these two want to be together. You want to be by the window, and you don't, but you want to be there. Okay. Let's put the smelly people out of the way. You don't like bed smells, you want to be alone. You want to be with Aria. Which one is Aria? That one is Aria. Okay, well, it's a good thing you don't mind bad smells, because you have to go there. And then these two, well, you don't like bad smells, but you're fine with other people, and then you get this all to yourself. There we go. Everybody is happy. Nit says that's right, it goes in the square hole. I mean, the diamond would fit in the square hole if you just rotated it a bit. Hello, Best Raven, who says, hello, Emma, happy meow year. Happy meow year to you too, Raven. It's very good to see you. Sorry about that, I just tabbed out. I will try and avoid doing that too much, because as you can see, it freezes the game. What sort of limo only has like this one little door? Don't they usually have like one here and one here? Anyway, we completed a thing perfectly. Hooray. Now what? Ooh. I don't know, honey. I don't think this movie is appropriate for kids. Please, please, please. Okay, but don't expect to sleep in our bed tonight. That's never happened before. Remember what happened when we saw the hexagon? Surely nothing bad happened. Everybody knows that hexagons are the bestagons. Whatever, that was just one time. Raven, thank you so much for redeeming Slender Speedwell as your flower of the day. And thank you for being cute. Okay, now we have rows of seating to conform with. You eat popcorn and you want to be in row 2. Okay. You want to be with Anta and in row 3. Where's Anta? There's Anta. Okay, well, here you are in row 3. We'll put you together. Yeah, don't worry, they're coming. No need to panic. Your friend is with you now. You want to steal popcorn. Okay, well, we'll go ahead and plonk you there then. Sorry, Ray. It looks like your popcorn is getting stolen. Okay, you need to be with a parent. I eat popcorn I cannot see well from far away. Okay, we'll go ahead and put you at the front and put you with your parent. That seems like the responsible thing to do. I do not want to be next to a kid. You also want to be your parent. There we go. Let's go stick you in the corner, as far away from everyone else as possible. Okay. No problem. I bet they said they didn't want popcorn when asked in the lobby, damn popcorn stealers. No, they just saw how expensive the popcorn was. It really is ridiculous these days. LT Bango says 2026 is a horse year, not a cat year. Bog is flirting with a hexagon. And Liari has redeemed another rare flower, lizard orchid. Welcome in, Liari. Congratulations on your rare orchid, and hope you're having a good Sunday. Raven says the cinemas now have funny swivel seats. Had to press mine down all movie for it to stay down. Oh dear, people have made a mess with the popcorn. I do not like bad smells. Oh no, the smelly people have showed up to the cinema. You want to be in row 1. There you go. I do not want to sit in a dirty seat, but I do want to be with Grey. Where is Grey? There's Grey. You sit with Grey. I eat popcorn. You can sit on the... Look, you can pick up some extra popcorn from your seat then. There we go. You want to be with Finch, but you didn't shower. Okay. I feel like Finch should probably have made sure that you showered since you're a child, but never mind. Albert wants to be alone. You sit over there. I don't like bad smells. I want to steal popcorn. I eat popcorn. Well, Olivia, looks like you're in luck. Not want to be next to a kid. Okay. I want to be with Nat. I do not like bad smells. Remind me which one is Nat. Oh, that one's Nat. Okay. You can go there. Okay. Everybody's happy. Hey, that actor on the screen looks just like me. They're here at the festival. See? This is why it's important to have diamond representation in media. So that young diamonds growing up have role models that they can look up to. Exactly, Ren. I'm glad we're on the same page. Maybe later. Come on, Nat. You know you want to. It's what you've always wanted. I don't know. I'm not sure I'm ready yet. It's too much pressure. All right. I won't push you. We can go get something to eat instead. I'm starving. Okay, I guess there's another round of cinema. Yep, there we go. I'm so glad that you like Hat Wars too. I love the series, but I can't stand the fans. Oh dear, I'm assuming the Hat Wars fans are going to be the people wearing hats. They all wear those stupid cowboy hats that block the screen. Oh, I thought those were collectible popcorn buckets. They are, but they're hat-shaped. So what do you think everyone does with them? Oof. Okay, well, why don't we sit the hat people at the back? Oh, okay, you can't see well from far away. Well, can you see well from in the middle? No. Okay. So you do have to go at the front, and you block everyone behind you. You're putting an entire row of seats out of commission, Marty. I hope you're happy. Ren says, is oof in the Scrabble dictionary? You'll be pleased to know, Ren, that oof is in the Scrabble dictionary. Story in my logic puzzle game? It's more likely than you might think. Honestly, you'd be surprised how many puzzle games have a quirky story that when they don't need one. Even Human Resource Machine and 7 Billion Humans had a storyline to them. That was the programming puzzle games that I played. They didn't need one, but I'm glad that they had one. That was good. Okay. We have people who didn't shower, stinking up a bunch of seats. Okay, we have, I want to be near the centre of the room. I think that's pretty much dead centre, so let's put you there. I eat popcorn. Sure, you go and eat popcorn. I want to be with Sergey. Oh, that's Emma. Hello, Emma. Emma, why are you a pentagon? Why are you not a bestagon? I have to ask. You want to be with you. Okay. Well, fortunately you don't have to sit in a dirty seat to do that. I want to be with Oliver. Who is Oliver? Where the hell is Oliver? There's... Oh, yes, it points. Okay, well, at the moment that means sitting in a dirty seat. So let's hastily put you at the front instead. I want to be in row 2 and I eat popcorn. Okay, can't sit in front of the hat and you want to steal popcorn. There we go, everyone's happy. Apart from the people who are having their popcorn stolen. Bog says, we haven't seen a hexagon yet. Where are they? No, they did allude to the existence of hexagons in universe because there was a film called The Hexagon. So I'm assuming they exist. Or maybe it's some sort of horror film. Maybe hexagons are like zombies in our universe. Okay, now where are we going? Bus. This is inefficient seat usage on bus. You could definitely cram more seats in here. Aurora plays loud music and does not like bad smells. Well, you go sit at the back then. Play your loud music. Honestly, the radius of which loud music annoys people is much greater than just these seats. It's pretty much the entire bus. You need to go together. You want a window seat. You want an aisle seat. Easily done. I want to sit. Okay, we can accommodate that. I want to be next to another kid. Ah, okay. Now, who is kid then? Are you the only kid? No, you are a kid as well. Okay. There we go. I see more people should be like Anna. All they want to do is sit. If it fits, they sit. Should be booted off the bus, says Harry. I have to say I agree. Okay. More peoples are going to get on. Somebody got off. Ah, now Noah is upset because somebody got off. Okay, well we do have another kid, but they play loud music. Fortunately, Noah doesn't care about loud music. So, actually, maybe we should create a section at the back for loud music. Oh, never mind. Victor, I play loud music, I want to be alone. Okay, you go listen to My Chemical Romance over in the corner there. Then over here, okay, so Emma has conflicting goals here, don't you, Emma? I want to talk to someone, and I forgot to shower. Now, you see, do you see where you went wrong there, Emma? If you want to do one of those things, Exactly, Bog, exactly. Raven says, what's wrong with the music? Well, it just... The fact that they're playing loud music and they want to be alone, I've inferred that they're emo. That's all. Okay. I guess you two can stand here and we can have a smelly standing area. Does that not count as talking to someone? Like you're right next to them? Or do you actually have to be sat next to? Oh, never mind. You want to talk to someone, I want to talk to someone. Yeah, okay. So you need two people who actively want to talk to each other. It's not enough to merely have a person next to you that you can talk at. You want to establish a two-way conversation. I understand that now, Emma. I still think you should have showered, but never mind. And then you can go there. I mean, this is an accurate representation of a typical bus journey, I have to say. Will you wake me up when we get to school? No fair. You always sleep on the bus. When is it going to be my turn? But you sleep during class. That's the problem. I don't want to get scolded again. Well, I want to sleep and be by the window. I want to sleep. I want an aisle seat. Well, I mean, you can both sleep. It's just that you might not wake up on time. I want to talk to someone. I can't stand loud music. Well, good news. Stinky Emma is still here. So you can go and talk to Stinky Emma. I want to talk to someone. I forgot to shower. Never mind. Hang on. We have a conversation. We need a conversation partner who doesn't mind bad smells. So we're gonna have to do some shuffling around here. Oh right, you can't sleep because of the volume of the talking. Presumably, yeah, you also can't sleep if there's loud music happening. So we have to create a quiet area of the bus that is free of both talking and chit chat. Let's see if we can do that. So if we put you guys, never mind, wrong way around. If I put you guys there, move you guys back here, and then you want to be next to another kid. You can go there. Your music. Oh no, you're the one who doesn't like loud music. Okay. In that case, we'll need to put you here. Bring the smelly people back here. Because you don't care about the smells, and then you can't stand loud music or bad smells, but you're, I guess, fine with chatter, so you can go there. Finally, we did it. We're not done yet. More people are going to get on this bus. But some might get off. Yes. Okay. Okay, these two want to be together, but they forgot to shower and play loud music. Go. Back of the bus is reserved for stinky people. I cannot stand loud music. You can go over here. I want to sleep and don't like bad smells. Oh, and you're sad because you're not next to another kid as well. Actually, yeah, you're going to have to go there to keep you happy, and then you're going to have to go there. There we go. Hooray, we are there. I should have met that actor when I had the chance, says Nat. I never thought a shape like me could make it in show business. Completed. Okay. Say, do you think this group takes requests? Maybe, but I don't know if they'll take yours. I see. Well, you can't expect Riff Raff to share my refined taste. They don't get many requests for postmodern neo-avant-garde indie wave. Why not? It's a great genre. Pearls before swine. Okay. I want to dance, says Farouk. Well, I mean, presumably that means not sitting on a seat and instead standing on the floor. Why are you upset? Can you not dance on the dance floor? See if we can figure out what they want. I'm in the band. Oh, maybe the band actually needs to start playing first. Then dancing can begin. Okay, that's the band members sorted. There we go, now you're dancing. I want to dance. I do not like strong odours. Ah, the odor range has been buffed a little. Half the entire dance floor is now stinky. Alexis does not want to dance, so you can go ahead and sit there. You want to be with Alexis. That counts as with Alexis? Yes, it does. Okay. I do not want to dance. Okay. I want to be near the speaker. Olivia, please be careful. You'll damage your hearing. I am wearing too much cologne. Ah, we have the opposite of the stinky people. Well, they still are stinky, just in a different way. I want to sit. Here you go. And you also want to be near the speaker. Okay, we have to do a little adjustment here. There we go. Hey Nat, remember that actor that looked like you? How could I forget? I should have had the guts to speak to them. Don't stress about it. A rhombus like me, doing my dream job? I have so many questions for them. Well, I pulled some strings and I found out they're filming in Brussels. Brussels, huh? Maybe it's finally time for me to take a chance. I believe in you. Follow your dream. Thank you, Alexis. I will. I guess, the next section of the game will take place in Brussels once we've solved this level. Okay, you want to dance. You want to dance. I want to dance. I cannot stand loud music. Well, why did you come to a concert then? Why don't you just dance at home? Is that far enough from the music? You do not want to dance. You want to dance, but you cannot stand loud music either, so you need to go there. You want to dance and do not like the smell of cologne. Okay, we have to move you away from the stinkies. There should do it. You want to be with Teo, and there's Teo. And Teo wants to sit. There we go. If only school parties had been that easy, says Raven. And thank you, Sarah, for believing in our rhombus friend. Okay, I got some achievements for that. New city unlocked, which I'm guessing is Brussels. New city. Oh, also there's a bonus level. Ah, okay, so we've beaten 5 levels in Barcelona. We have a bonus level in Barcelona and we have a new city. Raven says, well, it wasn't hip in the 80s to say what you want. I wonder what this bonus level is. Ooh, there's not enough food. There's plenty to go around. We're supposed to share. Just sit at the side of the table with the dish you want to eat. Oh, I see. Some classic Spanish tapas. Exactly. Everyone can get what they want. Well, you're getting married. You should probably go like here. And you're getting married. You should probably go here. Congratulations to Angela and Aria on their successful marriage. Okay, everybody wants to be... I want to be close to the newlyweds. I am wearing too much clothes and want to be with Jade. Okay, you can go there. You want to be close to them. You do not want to be next to a kid. Okay, well, this could be the adults table then. Two can talk to each other. I do not want to share a table with someone elegant. I mean, what qualifies as elegant? Is it the people wearing the fancy hats? Okay, well, you've just declared that the bride and groom are not elegant. That's a bit offensive. Alhuno says elegant equals Emma. Well, no, I'm not wearing a top hat. Therefore... Okay, I want to be close to the newlyweds. Okay. Interesting. We're going to have to boot you off the table. Because you need to go up there. Okay, cologne smell really does extend, doesn't it? Okay, the elegant people are going to have to go on this table then. I want to eat fish. We can arrange that. I do not want to be next to Alexis. You are not next to Alexis. Alexis is opposite you. You can stare menacingly at each other. Hello, Lady Aura. Thank you so much for redeeming Henbane as your flower of the day. I hope you are well. It's good to see you. We are playing Is This Seat Taken? Which is an interesting little puzzle game. I do not want to eat fish. Okay, well, you're going to eat whatever that is. Oh, you want to be with your parents. Hang on. I'm going to have to move everybody around one so that you can go there. You want to be next to another kid. Okay. Oh, now you're next to Alexis. Yeah, okay, let's sort that out. Okay, I think this table is happy. Can we successfully fill in this other table? You want to eat cheese. You want to talk to someone. Okay. Yes. Well, we're close. This guy needs to talk to someone. But yeah. You need to not be sharing a table with an elegant person, which kind of means all the elegant people have to be over here. Which means there's not also room for 3 talkers, which implies the talkers have to go on this table. But you need to go on this table because there's cheese here. So can we maybe bring the... Yeah, I know there's problems. Bring the talkers over here. You can all talk to each other. If you want to eat fish, you can go there. If you're smelly, you can go there. And you can go there. Oh no, there is a smelly... No, there's 2 smelly people. Okay. Yeah, so Aldis is the one who's causing the real problem here, because basically what we've got now is we've got an elegant table and we've got a smelly table, and this person doesn't want to be at the elegant table or the smelly table. Unfortunately, these ones all want to be close to the newlyweds, and this one wants to be with this one. So this table is kind of fixed in position. So where do we put Aldis? Because the smell carries around the entire table apart from directly opposite. Can we put you here? Okay, that's how we do it. I mean, I don't really go to parties or weddings. I went to my sister's wedding. That's the only wedding I've ever been to. I didn't get a say in where I sat. I was just put on the table with the rest of the family. So anyway, finally everybody is happy. And we have completed the bonus level of Barcelona. Yay! Okay. Time to proceed onward to new city. Brussels! Sprouts for everyone. Wait a minute, I know you. Of course you do, from the movies. Like, yeah, I'm a movie star, kiddo. A star? You look more like a rhombus to me. But you don't say. Raven says it was only 16 people, but there was a lot to consider. So I said, we're going to the 50-star restaurant that has a buffet. Lady Aura says that's how I feel most weddings are. You get a designated seat. So I guess people have different ways of doing things. We certainly got a designated seat. Okay. Film star would like to be alone and doesn't like bad smells. Okay, well, let's designate this as a smelly area and this is a noisy area. And let's put you like here. I want to be by the window and in the direction of the vehicle. Okay. I want to be with Winnie. But you also want to be by the window. Okay. How do we have you both together but also in the direction of the vehicle? I guess it means that we need to do this. Do these two count as with each other? Okay, they do. That makes sense. In that case, you'd better go there. I want to stand. I want to stand, but I cannot stand loud music. You need to be with your parent. Well, I guess you'll have to stand as well then. Sorry, Olivia, that you have to stand just because your parent wants to, but there we go. You cannot stand talking or loud music, but you can stand on the bus. You are smelly, so I'm putting you over there. You want to play loud music, so I'm putting you at the back. And you want to talk to someone, so I'm putting you with your conversation partner. There we go. All sorted. The buffet was really well put together, says Raven. There was a park for the free ceremony that also had a swing for the kids and a parking lot and a subway station very close. I've only been to one bigger wedding and it was free seating. Yes, as I say, I don't have a good sample size to pull from. Certainly the transport to my sister's wedding was difficult. It was very much in the middle of nowhere down a very narrow lane. Okay, we have another person who wants to talk to someone. Okay, so we can't make pairs of conversationalists because there's 3 of them. I think we're going to have to put all 3 of them like this. You don't like talking. We're going to have to move you over here. But then we need to create a smelly section. Oh, you want your backpack next to you. There you go. You want to be alone. Forgetting to shower is the right way of going about it. Albert, you want an aisle seat. You don't like strong odors. You want to sleep. You don't like bad smells. They're going to work? Yes, it is. Okay. Raven says the big one was like that, so basically people had to go when the driver went or pull for an expensive taxi. Yes, that makes sense. Oh my gosh, are you internationally famous movie star Luca? I'm not Luca. My name is Nat. Wow, you look just like them. Now that's very racist, saying all rhombuses look the same. Actually, I'm looking for Luca. Big fan, huh? I think I might know where to find them. Just follow my lead. Really? Thank you. No sweat. Name's Val. Nice to meet you. Okay, Val. You want to be with Nat by the window. Let's put you 2 here then. Oh, you can't stand loud music. You're going to have to come over here. You want your backpack. And you also want to be with Asher. Hold on a second. You both want to be with your backpack and also each other. That is going to require 4 seats. So I'm going to have to remove the talkers a moment. I think the only way this is going to work is if you 2 are opposite each other. And have your respective bags like that. If you could just put your bags on the floor so that taking up so many seats. And then I guess the only way to have the 3 chatty people happy is to put them all next to each other on the row of 3 seats like that. you are playing loud music next to another kid. You don't like bad smells. Okay, we need to remove this smelly person. Ideally from the entire bus, but at the very least there. And then, yeah, okay, so apparently not being next to a kid extends to having a kid in front of or behind you, which just seemed like a bit much. Yeah. Now we have problems. Mostly because of you. Yeah, you're annoying. You're also annoying. Okay, you don't like strong. Oh, this guy has a strong odor. And that guy also has a strong. Damn it! The entire bus is full of strong odors. I swap you two round. Does that help? No. Your stench still takes up the entire bus. These three have to be here and these four have to be here. There's not much I can do about that. You two could stand in theory. Oh, but you don't like bad smells. Oh, but yeah, okay. You can go in the smelly area. Oh, you don't like loud. I'm trying to figure out if anyone else can stand. You can't. You want to be alone. You want to sleep. I'm guessing you can't sleep well. Okay, never mind. Apparently you can sleep well standing up. That was an assumption that I perhaps should have not made. But yeah. No. Damn it. We'll get there eventually. Okay. We're close. But yeah, it turns out you can stand and sleep, which is not something I expected. Okay, who's unhappy? You still... Oh, the cologne person is causing a strong odor. Who's unhappy now? Oh, you want to be alone? Oh, that doesn't qualify as being alone, apparently. There we go. Okay, everybody is happy. Somehow. This is a fussy bunch. Okay, we have someone who wants to read. What would prevent them from reading? You need your bag. There's your bag. You want to be by the window. You cannot stand talking. Well, you can go and read then. I want to talk to someone. Okay, finally we have pairs of conversation partners now. So we can do that sort of thing. Apart from you are not suitable conversation partners because of the strong odor thing. So let's yeah, you do not like strong odors. Okay. You two are a perfect pair of conversation partners, but I'm going to move you forward. Put the talky people at the back. Okay, I'm going to move you forward. You cannot stand talking. Yeah, you're going to have to come here now. Apparently this guy is fine with loud music, just not talking. Is this space odor free? Yes, it is. Okay, and then boop. Yeah, I thought that was going to cause problems. As usual, the stinky guy is causing a stink. You're just going to have to stand, because that's the only way you can be far enough away from everyone else. Maybe it's an instrumental, says Altibago. Yes, they're fine with music as long as it doesn't have talking in it. I suppose that makes sense. Hooray, we did it. And everybody vanished in a puff of smoke. And the bus company never made any money. Next level. Is singing, talking outside from rap? Interesting question, Raven. Yeah, I suppose you'd have to ask that guy who didn't like the talking. Perhaps a salad? What? They're famous for their Belgian fries. Even celebrities come here, so keep an eye out. But we've eaten nothing but waffles and fries since we got here. Well, that's a shame. You're missing out on the chocolate in that case. Belgian chocolate is amazing. If I keep this up, I'll be an ellipse by the time I get home. Ask William Shatner, says LT Baker. Okay. I want to eat / drink something. I do not want to eat fries. Ah, there are foods. There are foods available. Well, that's not fries. You want to eat fries. Here we go. I want to drink coffee. I want to drink coffee. Well, hold on here. We seem to be overloaded on coffee drinkers. You want to eat a burger. Can I? Ah, I can move these. Okay. That makes sense. Because if we can move them, that means we can have two people opposite the same coffee. And they're both happy. In the real world, this would not work, having two strangers sharing the same cup of coffee. But in this game, apparently that's fine. You want to be alone. Have no food. You want to be with your parents, Zoe. Wait, who is Zoe? You're Zoe. Okay. But you want to eat burger. There is burger. Okay, you're the weirdo who wants to sit in the corner of the restaurant without any food. Let's give you a burger. Hello, Alitader. Thank you for redeeming Ox-Eye Daisy as your flower of the day. Let me quickly share an Ox-Eye Daisy in chat for you. And hello to Best Lady L as well. Good to see you. Enjoy your work. Don't forget to redeem your flower of the day if you would like one. Tony cannot stand chewing noises and wants to eat fries. Tony, I can relate. Let's say that the bar is a no chewing noise area. You are now sad because I need to serve you coffee again. And fries to you. I chew loudly and want to eat fries. Okay, what range does the chewing noise have? Okay, it's quite a big range. Since you can't stand chewing noises and want to eat fries, why don't you share fries with this child over here? I'm sure their parents won't mind. And then you can go and chew loudly up there. You do not want to drink coffee, but you do want to eat or drink something. Have burger. You have burger. In fact, you know what? Why don't you each have your own burger, since there are two to go around. You can have a coffee. There we go. Everybody's happy, except the chef, who has to stand here with this loud chewer. Okay. Oh look, it's Val and Nat. Okay. Val, you cannot stand chewing noises. You want to eat or drink something. There we go. Oh, you don't want to eat or drink anything. Right, we're going to have to move you out of the way. You want to read and drink coffee. Yep, coffee for you. You do not want to drink coffee, but you want something. Have a burger. We have a loud chewer over here. You have the other burger. You want to eat fries. Oh, you wanted to be alone, didn't you? Does that qualify as alone? Yep, okay. Fries for you. You don't want anything. You can sit next to the guy with the fries. You do not want to eat a burger. Well, fries for you as well. There we go. Everybody's happy. Raven says I want some of this logic implied in real life. I don't think I want to go to a restaurant where somebody else can just come and sit opposite me and start eating my meal because they wanted the same thing. That is not a world that I want to live in, Raven. Harry says the chef gets to know that somebody's enjoying their food. That is true. Okay, we have two more stages of restaurant still to come. Okay. You still want to eat something? Have burger. You want fries? Have fries. You want coffee? Have coffee. Okay. Everybody sitting down is happy again. You want to be alone and drink coffee. Okay, well, let's put you here and then, yeah, move the coffee there. You want something, so there's a burger. You do not want to be next to a kid or have anything. Well, you go there then. And you not want to be next to a kid and want something. So you can share Val's burger. You don't want anything. You want to be with parent. Oh, you want to be with parent and eat burger though. So, burger. Like that. Oh, then you're forced to have coffee. Yeah, that doesn't work. Maybe you come over here and then you not have anything. You want to be with parent, you want to eat burger and you chew loudly. Okay, who's unhappy? You, because you want something. There we go. Easy. We do have a table of loud chewers. Fortunately, nobody minds. It's a group platter and they have individual plates to dish onto. Interesting. Not sure how that works with coffee. I guess it's a coffee pot and they all have their own cup. No signs of Luca yet. Be patient. They're filming a movie nearby. I'm sure they'll show up. Suppose it depends on how bad the studio's catering is. Sorry, I'm just a little anxious. I've spent my whole life wondering how to fit in. Me too, Nat, me too. I know how you feel. Once you meet Luca, I'm sure you'll be filled with inspiration. If Nat's experience is anything like mine, they've spent their entire life people insisting that despite having four sides, they're not a square, therefore they must be a triangle. And they're pleased that underneath we're all just quadrilaterals, fools on deaf ears. But what if they're just special, and what if I'm not? Hey, if Luca can do it, so can you. Don't give up already. Did it. Bye everyone. Next level. Aha, back at the movie theatre. I want to be alone. I do not want to sit behind someone on their phone. Nobody at the cinema wants to sit near anyone on their phone. Put your phone away. No, don't look at your phone during the movie. Just don't. Bugger off. Yeet you out of the theatre. Oops, I yeeted so hard there we go. Yeet. Yeet. And with that, they're gone. Okay, here they are. Okay, you want to be near the centre of the room. Despite being on your phone and casting an aura of phone looking. How is that not the centre of the room? Look, you're... Okay, centre in both axes, I guess. You can be a phone looker sitting in the shadow of another phone looker. Next to another kid. You want to steal popcorn and be with your parents. Well, really, your parents should have bought some popcorn then, shouldn't they? We're going to have to sit one of these popcorn eaters next to you. You are very demanding. You do not like bad smells despite being one yourself. You want to be alone. You do not like strong odors. Popcorn. I want to be with Laura. I make loud comments about the movie. Laura, I am so sorry. That you've ended up with this person. So many people in this game need booting out, says Harry. I'm so pumped for Space of Conflict 6. Richard is the coolest. You don't know yet. Richard disappears in the first act. No, don't. Oh, you spoilt it. Oh, come on, pal. I haven't seen it yet. Their dog is the main character in this one, actually. It's a good twist, right? It would have been, but you've ruined it for everyone. Right, you out. Never mind. Okay, good. They all went. They did leave some popcorn behind, though. Okay, I eat popcorn. I want to be in row 3. Have some extra popcorn. 2. Do not sit in a dirty seat. Let's stick the kids at the back. You want to steal popcorn. You want to be alone and eat popcorn. Now you see, Alexei is sensible. Alexei has figured out how not to have their popcorn stolen. I'm afraid you're going to have to be the popcorn donor this time. I make loud comments about the movie. You can go over here on your own then. You also make loud comments about the movie, but you don't want to be next to the other person who makes loud comments about the movie. Yeah. You're going to have to be the person that gets popcorn stolen from by this guy. And then you sit in the... Look at the phone, which is going to annoy this person. Or that person. You also look at the phone. Well, phone lookers can sit together, maybe compare phones with each other. You want to be next to another kid and you can't see well from far away. So you actually need to be at the front. So that, and then that. Okay, we have found an arrangement that everybody is happy with. Well, the diner was a bust. You can't say that, the food was delicious. True, but what are we doing here at the movies? Luca isn't even in this one. Maybe I just wanted to hang out with my new friend. Oh. Remember to invite me once you're in the movies. I want free popcorn and all. You can count on it. Okay then. We have another big hat wearer who insists on not sitting at the back, where their big hat would be less of an annoyance. Val wants to steal popcorn and be with Nat. Well, you should have told Nat to buy some popcorn then, really, shouldn't you? Okay. Have to put a popcorn eater next to you. You can't see well from far away, so we'll put you there. You sit at the back so that your phone habit doesn't annoy anyone else. You need to be at the front. You want to steal popcorn and make loud comments. Well, fortunately all these people are okay with that. You want to be alone in the centre of the room. You want to be with your parent and make loud comments. Okay, you want to be in row 3. Oh, the hat. Yes. Damn it. Well, that's awkward. Okay. You're going to be next to another kid. We did it! Running out of empty seats here. Okay, I think this is the end of this level, though. Is? Okay, next level. A boat! Well, that's different. Now we have somebody wanting to take photos of the view. No doubt going to annoy other people. Okay. I want to party. Okay. Party area of boat is front of boat. Party. Party person has to be next to another party person. There we go. Okay. Party area is over here. I do not want to get splashed by the water. I get dizzy at the front of the boat. So middle, I guess. I get dizzy at the back of the boat. Well, we'll put you at the front then. But you also don't want to be splashed by the water. So does that count? Okay, that counts as next to parent. Hello, Noodle Noggin. Welcome in. Thank you so much for raiding. It is very good to see you. Am I following you? I'm not following you. Let me very quickly follow you. Noodle, let me know what you've been up to. What you were streaming, whether it was successful. In fact, I'm going to take a quick peek. TNT Evolution. Not a game I'm familiar with. Let me know what it's about. It's very good to see you. While you're here, please feel free to redeem your flower of the day. It's only 10 channel points. For anybody watching me for the first time, welcome in. My name is Emma. I'm here usually Fridays and Sundays at around 6:30 UK time. And I mostly play puzzle games. Today we're playing a game called Is This Seat Taken? Which is a cute little puzzle game about arranging people in various spaces. This person wants to relax, which I suspect means they don't want to be near the party. Really, we should have two separate boats. We should have a party boat and a non-party boat. Get dizzy at the front of the boat and do not like bad smells. Okay, we'll put you at the back then. Thank you so much for that follow, Noodle. I was just playing some Final Doom, specifically TNT. Okay, good to hear. I don't know how you found out about my channel, but I'm very glad to have you here. Are you a fan of this game? Are there creatures in these waters? Oh yes, sharks, piranhas, crocodiles. May Pythagoras have mercy on our souls. I suppose it makes sense for a triangle to say that. I'm just joking. Don't be obtuse. You're a cute kid. Oh my god, the triangle puns. Twitch recommended me to raid you. Well, thank you, Twitch, for that recommendation. I appreciate it. Big fan of puzzle games. Yes, I've played a lot of the big ones like The Witness and Monsters Expedition. But I like the cutesy ones like this as well. I think Unpacking and A Little to the Left kind of fall into this sort of genre, and I've played both of those and enjoyed them a lot. In fact, this is very much like Unpacking in the sense that you're trying to fit things into a limited space. Okay. We still have a party going on. So we'll put you guys there. You also... you want to party, but you don't want to be next to a kid. I guess we'd better party like this then. Oh my god, I loved both of those too, says Noodle. Well, there we go. You see why Twitch recommended you now. Yes, I've actually done 2 streams of Unpacking because I beat it the normal way, and then there's a hidden mode in Unpacking called Dark Star, where if you put everything in the wrong place, you get a black star instead of a gold star on the level, and then you get different music at the end as well. So I did a separate stream for that. I should go back to A Little to the Left at some point, because there's like daily levels and DLC and stuff, and I haven't done any of that. Farad wants to be alone. Okay, does this count as alone? Yes, good. I get Dizzy at the front. We'll put you at the back. Noodle says, wait, that's a thing. Yes, indeed, it's a thing. I mean, feel free to discover it yourself, but if you do want to see it done, let me just pull up the VOD of my run. Oh yes, here we go. Unpacking but badly. my VOD is called. It is some of the levels. It's actually surprisingly difficult to put everything in the wrong place, but it is possible. Okay, you want to be alone. Why don't you be alone together? Everyone wants to be alone. We're just sort of leaving alternate seats in the boat. You want to take photos. You don't want to splash by the water. Oh, but you want to party. Ah, okay. Now that doesn't count as alone, so we maybe need to adjust slightly here so that everybody is truly alone. There we go. Emma was also stubborn and refused to put things on the floor in her Darkstar run. Yes, that was actually a suggestion that I got from the unpacking community. Sorry, I think I messed up the volume on my mic there. A suggestion from the unpacking community that that's a better way to play it. It's more interesting if you have the constraint of not putting things on the floor either, because most things don't belong on the floor, so that makes it a bit too easy. Okay. So there is still a party. So far, our strategy of having the party section be at the front of the boat is working well. We haven't had anyone say, I want to party, but I want to be at the back. We have lots of tourists this time who want to take photos. You want to be with this person. And you want to be with this person. And you want to be with this... Ah, okay, we have like a triangle of people who all want to be together. So we have to do something like that. You want to be next to another kid. You don't really splash by the water. Okay, I'll have to put you here then, so that you're okay with water, and then you serve as the kid that this one could be next to. Aha! I want to party, I get dizzy at the front of the boat. It finally happened. Okay, fortunately that doesn't count as the front. Unfortunately, yeah. Party is happening. So everyone's happy apart from this person. I think this triangle of people who want to be together is going to have to be at the back, away from the partying. Yeah, as long as there's one seat between party and not party, then they get to relax, apparently. That's okay. There we go. That's how to do it. Noogle says, I believe everything can belong on the floor. I mean... Unfortunately there are some things that the game requires you to put elsewhere. And some things do belong on the floor. So you can't get Dark Star or Gold Star by putting everything on the floor. So you'd just kind of be stuck, unable to pass the level. Which is a shame, because yes, there should be a mode called lazy unpacking, where you just chuck everything on the floor. Or you don't get it out of the boxes at all. And you just live the entire year with it in the boxes until you need to move again. I did like that game. I had quite some nostalgia. The person in the unpacking game is almost exactly the same age as me. If you work out like which years they were at college, they must be the same age as me. So it was a little bit nostalgic, some sections of it. Hello, McAwesome1223. Not sure if you came in with the raid. If so, thank you for raiding. And thank you for redeeming Ivy-leaved Bellflower as your first ever flower of the day. There's a new one every stream, and you can slowly build up a wildflower collection. LT Bagger says, I found IKEA TV stands work both in and out of the box. Or even better, LT Bago, you can buy something else from IKEA, and then use that box as the TV stand. I actually didn't buy a TV stand. My TV stand, my sister bought it and then decided she didn't like it, so I had it. I also have a coffee table which my parents bought and then decided they didn't like. Surprisingly many things in my house are just other people didn't want them, so I had them. Which is fine by me. McAwesome says, I was with the raid, I'm just quiet. That's no problem. Please feel free to be quiet. You are very much appreciated. I appreciate all my lurkers here. Free is the best price, says DBA. I should call a taxi. I need to get to the train station. Trust me, with the traffic at this hour, you're better off with the boat tour. It'll take us right by the station. Thank you, Val. You've been such a huge help. Okay. So you two want to be together, but Val wants to take photos of the view, so you'd better sit there. Party is still going on, but now we have partygoers who forgot to shower. You want to be with Ellison, but Ellison gets dizzy at the front. That doesn't count as the front, apparently. I want to party, but I do not want to be next to Ellison. Okay, there's a bit of something going on here. I want to party. Okay, we have party zone. You want to relax, but you forgot to shower, which is a problem. Yes, I get that you don't want to be next to the party, but also you forgot to shower, so you're causing a problem. Okay, you also forgot to shower. You don't like bad smells. Okay, that's far enough away from the stinky people. Oops. Yeah, that's what I meant to do. You don't want to get splashed. You can go in the middle. Okay. We love getting free stuff from family and friends, says Noogle. I do love your username, by the way. Noogle Noodle Noggin. It's an amazing name. This is your stop. Run, Nat, run. I'm sorry I'm leaving in such a hurry, Val. How can I ever say thank you? A lifetime pass to all your movies will do. And the free popcorn. I wasn't kidding about that. Okay. Well, where are we going next? Train. That is a very thick train. I've never ridden a train where the carriages are almost as wide as they are long. I hope there's enough space for my luggage, says Isaac. What did you pack in here? It weighs a ton. Well, you told me this train went underwater, so I got a diving suit. It doesn't go through the water, silly. It goes underground. I spent so much money. Come on, I'll help you store it at the back of the train. Somebody's brought a saxophone. LT Baggo says there must be something that's not in the water that's making people forget to shower. Well, if it was in the water, they wouldn't know because they're not using the water. So, does all the luggage just go in here? Why is somebody bringing a flat screen TV on a train? Just not even in a box, just loose? Like, what the hell? Fishing rod, saxophone, case, and teapot. Sure. There's also a fire extinguisher here, and I got an achievement for clicking it, so I guess that's a thing that I can do. Oh, I can turn the lights on as well. That's cool. Yeah, this is a thick train car. I want to be by the window. Okay, there are windows on that side, despite what it may look like. You want to talk to somebody, which is going to create an aura of talk. You want loud music in the direction of the vehicle. I don't actually know which way the train is going, but I guess I'll find out. Okay, it is going to the right. You want to be alone. You want to be with Isaac. Oops. You also want to go in the direction of the vehicle. You do not want to be next to a kid or a strong odour. You forgot to shower and want to sleep. Oh, you want to be alone, didn't you? You can't sleep because of the talk. Okay. And you want to read. Perfect. Altibago says, I was on a double-decker train in the US, which was interesting. I've seen those, yes. I've seen that they have those. I don't think we have any here. The trains that go under the Channel Tunnel are the same height as the double-decker trains, but that's because they can fit vehicles in them. Yes, that's... Yeah, I've never been on a double-decker train. I don't think I'm ever going to go to the US, so I probably never will. Unless there's other countries that have them. Okay. You want to read in aisle seat. You want to chat, so you'll have to go there. You want to sleep. You two can sleep together over there. You want to be with your friends. Oh wow, we have an entire friendship group here. Right, you're all going to have a table seat thingy then, because otherwise you won't all be with each other. And you want to sit in the correct direction, so you go there. And you don't want the stench. There we go. Okay. Who is unhappy? Oh, nobody's unhappy. I just forgot to do the luggage. What even is this? There we go. Good thing there's a train connecting Brussels to London. There is, yes, I just mentioned it. Well, actually, no, that's the Eurostar, not the shuttle, the vehicle shuttle. But it also goes through the Channel Tunnel. I wish I'd brought a bigger suitcase, though. I wasn't planning on being away for so long. I need to wash all of my socks, or no one is going to want to sit next to me. See, I'm glad somebody in this game is considerate about others' needs, unlike all of these noisy, smelly folks. Altibago says, our infrastructure wouldn't work to me, very old bridges designed for standard trains. That is very true, Tibago. Harry, yes, using the Ophelia sock emote. Okay, saxophone is safely on board. Oh, we need to fit the fishing rod. The fishing rod needs 3 vertical spaces. So we need to do some shuffling of suitcases here. Oops. Please go in the... There we go. That's what I was trying to do. You want to sit next to your backpack. You can't concentrate because of them. Okay, come over here then. Okay, we have another friendship group. Go. Now you can't concentrate either. Damn it, Janet. Why don't you go and be loud next to these talking people? And then you can go here. You are just annoying. You want to read. Is there anywhere that the reading person can concentrate? Not really, because these people, yeah. So we have 2 groups of chatting people that between them take up all seats apart from these ones and these ones. But the reading and sleeping people all need to use such seats. So how does that work? We can't break up this group. We could break up this group though. These 2 people could talk to each other on 2 seats, and then we could actually put the loud person in with this friendship group, even though they're not actually friends. And then now it's quiet over here. There we go. Okay. Right, we have 2 fishing rods now, as well as a saxophone and some bags. There we go. Lots of people. This is going to be tricky. Okay, you want to be with Wyatt. You do not want to be next to Mia. Well, let's put you over here. It's not next to Mia. I forgot to shower. You go with other stinky person. You want to be next to another kid and forgot to shower. Okay. And then other kid who forgot to shower can go next to you. You want to sleep. Oh, you wanted to talk to someone. Okay, this is the only other person who wants to talk, so you better go with them. Let me actually put the other one who wants to sleep over here. You can go here. That's not next to Mia. You want to sleep. You don't like strong. Strong odors are kind of taking up a lot of space here. You might need to go over there. Oh, you have strong odor. Why could you not sleep? Because of the talk. Okay, there we go. You want to be next to another kid, and just not that one. You want to be next to another kid. Oh no, that's Mia. That's no good. You are no good. You need to go there. Mia, you're gonna have to go over here. No, you're too smelly. Damn it, Mia, you're annoying. Why don't you go with Yusuf? You're both smelly. Okay, the person who forgot to shower is complaining about someone else's smell, which is I think a bit much. Okay. We are starting to get somewhere. There we go. Oh, you want to be next to another kid? Hang on. Oh, this counts as next to, doesn't it? Yeah. I was like, there's an odd number. How do I make them all next to each other? These chairs with the table counts as next if you're opposite, fortunately. Okay. I think we've done it. Rain going through tunnel. That does not look like a London railway station. Alex will back me up on that. Okay. Well, first of all, we have a bonus level, I assume, for Brussels. Indeed, we do. Ah, nice day at the park. What a beautiful day, says Emma. I agree, Emma. The mosquitoes are buzzing. No, that's not good. That's not good. Don't like mosquitoes. Fine by me, but give me some of that sunscreen and I may get charred. I do not like mosquitoes. Go away. Don't go to any of the lamps. I do not like bugs. I sympathise, and you want to be with your friends. Why don't you all sit here? There we go. You want to sleep and sit. You want to read. You want to be with your parent Emma, and you have sunscreen to share. Well, that's just as well, because Emma gets sunburned easily. And then nobody has to sit by the stupid bugs. I mean, we don't get mosquitoes here, but we get midges. I hate them so much. Okay, I assumed the duck was just going to go quack or something, but what actually happens is it does that. I think it's diving for fish or something. It's not dead, I promise. You want to be with Winnie. Well, hold on a second then. How... Okay, I'm gonna have to put you with I have to put you with the bugs, unfortunately, because these people don't like bugs. There we go. Okay. I play loud music. You are an asshole. You can have bugs. I want to dance. Well, stand by the music, I guess. You want to dance? You want to dance. We are running out of dance locations. Okay. That works. Okay, you do not like bugs. We shall put you there. I should interact with the stuff more. It's fun. You play loud music. You do not like bubbles. Ah, somebody is blowing bubbles. You have sunscreen to share. Okay, who burns easily? You. Okay. You sit with you. You don't like bubbles. You can sit here, and you bubble blowing people can go here. Okay. Why are you not dancing? There is music being played. Maybe if we... Okay, we need to put a music person here. There we go. Now everyone's happy. Noogle says, oh yeah, this level. I think I accidentally fell asleep here. Clearly nobody was playing loud music near you. Okay, this is going to be a challenge. I think we might have to use every single space for this. Don't like bugs, play loud music. Don't like bubbles, play loud music. Let's put all the loud music people up here and all the dancing people here. Never mind. We need two dance areas because this person smells and this person doesn't. Does anyone else want to dance? You want to dance. But you don't like bubbles. So you should be the one playing the music for them, and you should play the music for them. You want to dance. You have sunscreen to share, and you burn easily. Okay, let's put you together then. You don't like loud music, bugs, or bubbles. Well, you're just awkward, aren't you? You don't like loud music or bugs. Okay, but you're fine with bubbles, so you can go there. You don't like bugs, so you can go there. You are going to have to be on one of these easy burn sunscreen thingies. Let's put the bubble blower over here. So that they don't annoy quite as many people. You can come here. Oh, you're within range of that bubble person. There we go. And then you can go there. You don't like bubbles, so you can go here. Then we just need a sunscreen person on here. Oh, okay. Apparently they can't share sunscreen diagonally across a mat. I would have thought they would manage that, but apparently not. In which case, we need the two sunburned people to be like that. You don't actually care where you sit, you just have sunscreen to share. But if we put the two sunburned people next to the one sunscreen, you can go anywhere. You can go with the bugs and loud music, because you don't mind it. And then you're okay with bubbles, you're the fussy one, you go there. Damn it, this person has bubbles. Okay, we can make this work, I promise. Put you there. There we go. We did it. Hey, why are those lamps still flickering? What if someone is trying to use Morse code to send us a message? To us? You're being ridiculous. You're the one who said they saw a floating hand in the sky. We did it. So, we finally get to move on to our third city. Spoiler alert, it's going to be London. And that's actually really convenient timing. We literally just hit 2 hours in the stream as well. What are you doing being sus, Harry? Okay, London taxis are not purple. Well, no, this is a limo, not a taxi, so that makes sense. Oh. We have a drink water redeem. And a stretch redeem. Big stretch. If you've been watching for 2 hours, this would be a good time to hydrate and stretch yourselves as well. Important for everybody, not just streamers. Okay, stretch is done. I wonder if Altibago is going to redeem a flower. He usually does. We can start this level while we wait. You want to be by the window and you forgot to shower. Okay, you do not like bad smells. You want to be alone and don't like bad smells. You want to be alone and by the window, but you're okay with smells. I'll put you over there. You also smell too much. Okay, that works. You want to sit in the direction of the vehicle next to another kid. Okay, in that case, we're going to have to move you. Oh, you want to be with your parent, Mia. Lee, can you explain to your parent, Mia, that they need to shower, please? Because you're really creating a problem for everybody. And you want to be with Freya. Okay, now they're not alone. This is a tricky one. There's only one space available. So the 2 alone people are going to have to be here with the space between them. That was actually a tricky one. So this is London. It's far too clean to be London. Val said Luca will be at this film industry party. It was so sweet of Alexis to sneak me in. I couldn't ask for more help on this journey.
Lesser periwinkle, lady's flower, running myrtle, small periwinkle, trailing myrtle, wintergreen, vinca minor.
Thank you, Altibago. Before we do any more levels then, I will take a quick break from this game. Let me keep the music running in the background. Actually, silly game. Okay, I can't keep the music running because as soon as I tab out the music stops. Never mind. I'm going to take a quick break from the game, but don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. When I'm not playing video games on the internet, I am a botanist in real life, and I like to share that with my viewers through the redeem that Altibago just used, where you can choose any British wildflower, and I'll talk about it for a little bit. Altibago says panic pick of something that should be in flower. Yes, Lesser periwinkle does flower pretty much all year round. It's a garden plant, but it does escape into the wild. So it may well be in flower at the moment. Sarah Stars says, "Yay, botany!" That's the spirit, Sarah. That's the spirit. So there are two species of periwinkle that are both very common in gardens in the UK, and both readily escape into the wild. They are called lesser periwinkle and greater periwinkle. I'm going to show you photos of both and briefly explain the difference between them. Because you are likely to come across both. So greater periwinkle, the flowers are bigger. However, if you were just seeing one of them on its own by the side of the road or something, then it's unlikely you'll be able to figure out which one just from its size. Here in these photos, we have lesser periwinkle on the left and greater periwinkle on the right. Yes, these photos are not both the same size. I think it's kind of like that would be about accurate, like actual size of the flowers, like relative to each other. But I'll put both photos at like full size. There we go. Altibago says it was either that or gorse because kissing is out of season when gorse isn't in flower. Yes, that is yes. That is a saying that kissing is out of season when gorse is out of flower. Gorse does flower all year round, although I should note that only one species of gorse flowers all year round, which is the common or Eurasian gorse, which is the gorse that you'll see in most places. But in the west of the country, we do also have western gorse. Down in Cornwall, you'll mostly have western gorse. Around where I live, you actually have a mixture of the normal gorse and the western gorse. You could even get the two growing right next to each other. Western gorse is smaller, and that flowers at very specific times. So if you follow that parable, and you live somewhere where western gorse grows, then you can only kiss people in summer between like June and August. So yeah, I don't know about that. Noogle says kissing is always out of season for me. I'm Aero Ace. As another asexual person, Noogle, I feel your pain definitely. I am not Aero personally, but I am Ace, and yeah, it's I'm fine now. It made life difficult growing up, as I'm sure you can relate. But yes, kissing is very much out of season for Aero-Ace people. Anyway, these are the two periwinkles. They both come in a variety of colours because they're a garden plant and they've been bred to come in different colours, but they're usually somewhere between blue and purple. Like periwinkle is like a colour, which the colour that is like periwinkle is like labelled as is not really the colour of periwinkle flowers. Like if I find I'm just googling like the colour periwinkle, and yeah, so I found a website that says that periwinkle is like this colour. This is much paler than the actual colour of periwinkle flowers, so it's a bit of a misleading colour name in my opinion. They can be quite deep purple. They can actually be even darker purple than the ones that you see on the screen here. Let me just see if there's an image that shows that. Yeah, here we go. So this is also a periwinkle, and I'm sure you'll agree that that's not periwinkle in colour. So yeah, the colour range is anything from this on the left to this on the right here. The one I posted a few months back was very purple, says Harry. Yes, the one you posted was similar to that one I had up just then. LT Baggo says the oh no was for the short kissing season, not the ace thing, by the way. Yes, absolutely. This channel is very much queer friendly for all flavours of queer. And everybody is welcome here. Hello to Jotun Groton, who says propeller flower. It does look very much like a propeller, doesn't it? It's even got the right number of blades. Yes, I'm just going to consult with one of my books to remind me how to distinguish the two. It's something to do with the leaves. 1 second. Emma has many books. Most of them are this size and suitable for use in the field, but then I have these stupidly big ones as well. I don't know why I have such large ones, but there we go. This is the one that's going to tell me the difference between the periwinkles. Periwinkle, comma, lesser. Okay. So yeah, greater periwinkle, the flowers are 3 to 5 centimeters across, and lesser they are 2 to 3 centimeters across. So there's definitely a bit of overlap. But it's the leaves that give them away. So the edges of the leaves on greater periwinkle are hairy. They have tiny hairs on them, and this photo is not enough of a close-up to see the hairs. The edges just look slightly fuzzy on the leaves, but they do have little hairs. Whereas lesser periwinkle, the leaves are completely hairless. So that is actually like a good way of identifying them, because it works even if the plant isn't in flower. But yeah, they both they don't flower all year round. They don't flower in the autumn, but they certainly can be found flowering now in January, and they can still be found flowering in late summer. So they have a long flowering time. The leaves on lesser periwinkle are also smaller and narrower than greater periwinkle. But again, if you don't have the two side by side to compare, that can be difficult to use as a characteristic. But anyway, yeah, this is the one that LT Baggo redeemed, the lesser periwinkle. Also known apparently as lady's flower, running myrtle, small periwinkle, trailing myrtle, and wintergreen. Wintergreen is... So the name wintergreen is applied to dozens of different plants that are completely unrelated to each other, but share the characteristic of keeping their leaves green in the winter. So there are quite a lot of garden plants that have wintergreen as one of their common names. Having leaves that stay green in the winter is obviously desirable for a garden plant, because then your garden looks nice in winter. I'm going to have a look at other book. This is the one that will talk about the distribution of the plant in the UK. As I mentioned, it's not a native plant. It is one of the more common escapes from gardens, though. So I've made quite a few records of it myself. And if you live in an urban area, you'll probably see it quite often. Harry has also seen it before. Okay, it is just barely in this book. I do not need to get other book. Right at the start of this book, So there are actually 3 periwinkles that you get in this country. There is lesser periwinkle and greater periwinkle, and then there's also intermediate periwinkle. So the Latin names are Vinca minor for lesser, Vinca major for greater, and then there's also Vinca deformis, which is the intermediate one. But that's much less common. It is also non-native, and the book is suggesting that it might be less common because of lack of recording, because people don't realise it's a separate species. But I think it's just not a very popular garden plant. This is what it has to say for lesser periwinkle. An evergreen perennial herb with procumbent vegetative stems, which root at the tips, widely grown in gardens and found naturalised in woodland, copses, plantations, scrub, hedgerows, shady roadside banks and verges, as well as on waste ground and refuse tips. There's plenty of habitats that it likes. It's similar to greater periwinkle, but being smaller and less invasive, is more widely cultivated for ground cover in shady areas. So yeah, both of them make good ground cover plants because they both spread out very readily. Greater periwinkle can take over a bit, and there are certainly areas in the wild where it has got loose and started, coating the floor of a forest or something like that. In fact, I think I saw a picture of that when I was... Yes, here we go. So you'd expect a British woodland to be carpeted with, bluebells or maybe wild garlic or something. But no, here the forest floor is coated with greater periwinkle. So this is the sort of thing you have to be careful of because it really can take over. But just having a little bit in your garden is fine. Middlewinkle. Yes, Vinca deformis should be called middlewinkle. I agree, LT Bagger. It has been grown in gardens in Britain since at least medieval times. There was an increase in records in the latter half of the 20th century that has continued into this century, probably due to a genuine increase as well as more systematic recording of garden escapes. Yes, some of the earlier 20th century recording was, botanical purists who didn't count non-native records, didn't count non-native species in their records. Nowadays, the attitude is generally that if something is growing there in the wild, then we should have a record of that, because often it's the non-native species that need the most attention because they can take over if they're left undealt with. So it's native to southern, western and central Europe. It's just not native specifically to the UK. It was brought here at some time. It is also found in central and southern Russia, but the limits of its native range are unknown because it has been so widely spread by cultivation. It can be found pretty much everywhere in Britain and Ireland. As usual with garden escapes, its distribution somewhat resembles a population density map. Wherever there are gardens, there will be periwinkle. Meaning that it's more common in England and around major cities. So here is the map of records for lesser periwinkle. You can see lots of records around urban areas. It particularly seems to like the south of England, which makes sense. I feel like it probably prefers a slightly warmer climate on account of being native to southern Europe. And as with everything else, it's probably more common in Ireland than it looks. It's just there's not been much systematic recording. This area has been systematically recorded. So you can kind of imagine not only that, but also parts of northern England probably have that level of population as well. There is a very close-up of the leaf on Wiki. Let me have a quick look at the Wikipedia entry in case it's got anything interesting. Lesser periwinkle. Ah, yes. Here we go. Here's the hairs on the leaf that I was talking about. So, bottom leaf is greater periwinkle, note hairs. Top leaf is lesser periwinkle, note no hairs. Which I know you enjoy, says Debago. I do enjoy close-ups. I actually have a little hand lens which I can take with me when I'm botanizing. But also modern smartphone cameras are very good. And quite often, if you're looking for hairs on the edge of a leaf and you can't see them unaided, you can just get your phone camera and zoom in to maximum. And that will be enough to pick them up. Anyway, we don't want that. That's the colour. We want this. These go back to normal size. That was periwinkle, specifically lesser periwinkle. Thank you so much, Tebago, for that request. I will leave you with that image while I just quickly put my books away. You can get clip-on things for your phone too for macro photography. That is very true, Altibago, yes. Okay. That wasn't me. It was my keyboard. Let us continue with, is this seat taken? Let me just close all of these things and go back to it. There we go. Okay, so we are still doing the limo. I love how their eyes all follow your cursor around. Okay, we have some chatters and we have some loud music enjoyers. Let me swap you two round actually, there we go. You guys are going to be playing loud music over here. Let's keep you separate from you because you don't want to be next to them. Hopefully the rest of you can come to some agreement in the middle. You cannot stand talking, so you can go by the loud music. You cannot stand loud music, so you can go by the talking. Yeah. I sensed that this was going to have to be divided into talkers and loud music players because every single seat needs to be used. Okay. Right, so now we have smelly peoples. We have smelly and loud music and can't stand talking. So this is awkward. We have two smelly people, but we can't put them next to each other because one of them also doesn't like bad smells, and therefore they're going to stink up the whole limo. That means we have to put the talkers in the middle. Who's Noah? That's Noah. Okay, well you don't have to be. You can go over there. You want to be with Wyatt. I don't know why, because he smells, but never mind. There's not much chance of you getting any sleep, unfortunately. Okay, there we go. We managed it. Not sure what I did, but it worked. Not going to complain. Okay, we have another full limo, it looks like. Another 9 people. Loud music and loud music. Doesn't like smell of cologne. Okay, smelly people. Ah, smelly person who doesn't like strong odors. That's a problem. Yes. You want to sleep and you don't like strong odors. That's a raid that's happening. Rooney! Welcome, thank you so much for raiding with your party of 8 viewers. It's so good to see you, Rooney. I hope you are having a good Sunday. Everybody, if you're not already following Rooney, please follow Rooney. Rooney is amazing, cozy streamer, and I have been watching them for a long time now, and they're always the first place I go. If Rooney is live, you can guarantee I will be lurking there. Rooney is currently playing Dragon Age The Veilguard, and they're doing one of these things where they like randomize the interaction with dice rolls, which is always fun. This is a thing that Rooney does a lot of. Rooney, do let me know how your stream went and whether it was a success. Welcome in Harry, Otto the Potato, Hurricane, and all your other viewers. Otto, thank you for redeeming Wild Licorice as your flower of the day, and Hurricane, thank you for redeeming Maiden Pink as your flower of the day. That's a rare one. Congratulations, Hurricane, on getting a rare flower. And Rooney, thank you for redeeming Sea Pearlwort as your flower of the day. Not so rare, but very pretty and grows by the sea. I think probably all of you have seen me before. You know that my name is Emma and that I enjoy playing puzzle games. Well, today we are playing a game called Is the Seat Taken? Which is about putting people into seats, not just in cars, but in all kinds of places. Based on their various very picky preferences. We're currently trying to fit 9 people into a limo, even though half of them want to sleep and the other half are playing loud music, which could be tricky. Let's have a row of sleepers over this side. Ah, but you also want to sleep. Yes, we literally have this half trying to sleep and this half playing music. This is not how a limo would work in real life. The noise would fill the whole thing, but never mind. Lana says, hi best Emma and best chat, to which I say, hi best panda and best chat. I don't know if I can do a shout out right now, but it's worth me pointing out that Lana also streams and is best panda, and that you should definitely press the follow button. If you press Lana's name, you will see a follow button, and you should press that button, unless it says unfollow. If it says unfollow, don't press it. Lana is best panda. And I'm just quickly giving hug to Lana. Excuse me stopping the music, it does it when the game tabs out. Please do not stab the Lana. Lana, feel free to stab LT Baggers. It's very good to have you here, Lana. And Hurricane, thank you so much for resubscribing. Hurricane, for 3 months in a row, thank you so much for putting your trust in me that I will be streaming the next 2 months. I will do my best to bring you as many streams as I can, even though I will be busy at work. It is awesome to have you with us, Hurricane. LT Bagu says, WTF Emma. This one is going to be difficult. This person wants to sleep and be with parent and doesn't like smells. We'll have to go that side. There we go. Everybody's asleep except these two playing music. Really, these two should just get on a different limo. What happening? What now? Is that another treasure train? Oh, come on, Twitch. Twitch, don't scam me like this. Give me normal hype trains instead. Nobody's going to gift 5 subs. Exactly, Debaggo. Okay. Anyway, I did the level, by the way, if anyone was watching. Harry says, are these supposed to be rare? I think Twitch is doing a thing at the moment where they keep doing them. So no. They've obviously figured out that people spend more money when presented with a treasure train instead of a hype train. Unfortunately, my viewers fed into that by gifting 10 subs earlier. I mean, I should be grateful, really, on account of, you know, they're subs to my channel. But damn it, people, don't get scammed by Twitch. Lana says, how are you doing, Emma? I am doing okay, Best Panda. As you may know, Bestest Alex was visiting me over Christmas, and that was awesome, and we had a lot of good time together. They sadly had to return to the fine nation of Canada on Friday, and so they had a very long day travelling, and I had a very long day because I had to be up early and then I was at work all day. But they are safely back, and I also had to work the weekend, so I am very tired. Lana, I'm sure you are familiar with this. I have the 2 weeks now where my manager is on holiday, and therefore I have to be in charge for a while. And I don't like it because I still have my own work to do, but now I have to do things for other people as well. And I don't have the authority to actually do anything, but if anything goes wrong, I get the blame. So, you know. I have the worst of both worlds for 2 weeks, and I am going to be very, very busy and very tired, but I will do my best to stream regardless. Lana says, oh yeah, I hate that. LD Bago says, started at 35%, so that was a sub-renewal without pressing the announce button, I think. Yeah, Hurricane subbed, and then somebody else, and then Harry cheered. So yeah, a third person must have subbed as well. Thank you so much to whoever that was for renewing your sub. You are very valued, and we appreciate you being here. But yes, so that's how I'm doing, Lana. This is always the busy time of year for me between sort of January and March. So things will get easier after that. It's also depressing for me when it's the winter and it's dark. So I tend to feel better in about April when work eases up, and also the daylight makes its way through, and flowers start to come out again. And yeah. Emma is very much seasonal, prone to seasonal mood swings, which is why it was nice to have Alex here in winter, because having Alex here obviously increased my mood a lot. Lana says, sending hugs, I'm sure you can get through it. Thank you, Best Panda. By the way, I just earned an achievement which said make the music sound bad, because I put somebody on stage who isn't in the band. They actually say this music is garbage. Is this person in the band? No. Oh, it's this person. Okay, there we go. Band is restored to its full complement. Lana! Thank you so much for gifting a sub. You gifted it to Best Potat. Otto, please enjoy your gift sub to Emma. You have many emotes you can use now. You have all my flowers. I would show them off, but I don't want to make the game mute itself again. Let's go ahead and start seating some people, shall we? You do not want to dance. You want to be with your friends. Right over there. Okay, well, here are your friends. Go ahead and be with them. You want to be over there with that person. You want to dance, but this person thinks you're smelly, so you'd better dance over there instead. You want to dance. You also don't like the smelly people. Who is... Oh, these people are... All of these people are smelly. Damn it, why is everyone so smelly? Want to dance, and you want to dance. Okay, we did it. Everybody is happily dancing, and the smelly people are on one side, and the non-smelly people are on the other side. I know which side I'd rather be on. It's our protagonist, Nat, who wants to be at this table. I have to boot off one of these smelly people and take them over here. You are also smelly. You two want to be together. Okay. Oh, you want to be near the speaker. Aha, you're going to both have to dance then, I think. You don't like this smelly person. Put you over that side. You want to be with this person. There we go, but now you don't like the smelly person, so we'll put the smelly person over here. And then another smelly person who wants to dance can go over there. Okay. Fortunately, Luca doesn't have too much of a sense of smell. Excuse me, Luca. I'm sorry to bother you. If I could just have a moment of your time. Do I know you? No, but it's an honour to meet you. I'm an actor and a rhombus just like you. Hold on, bestie. Like me? Tell me, how many films have you starred in? Well, none yet. That's why I wanted your advice. My advice is don't bother shapes at parties. Shoo. Hello, Elhuno. Elhuno, are you sad because Luca is being rude, or are you sad for Elhuno reasons? Let me send hug to Elhuno. Elhuno says my right hand hurts. I am sorry to hear that, bestest Elhuno. I do hope you're okay. Oh dear, more smelly people have shown up. And do not want to be next to each other. There's some sort of feud happening between the smelly people here. Oops. You want to be near the speaker. Damn it, Laura, you're ruining everything. Okay, you want to be near the speaker. Which means these smelly people need to be somewhere else. You want to be with this person, which I think means you have to go here because you need to be near the speaker. You two can just sort of chill out over there. Yeah, it's the fact that all four of these people want to be together. I think if I sit them at a table of 3, then it won't work. Let me organise. These 4 need to be together. So I think they all have to be on the dance floor because otherwise it will work. You want to be near the speaker, so you need to go there. You don't like bad smells. See, the problem here is you don't like bad smells, but one of your friends is smelly, and I feel like that's a discussion that you need to have between each other. Does this count as with friends? No, it doesn't. Okay. Hello, Ratmost. Welcome in. Enjoy your lurk, Ratmost, and thank you for redeeming Shepherd's Crest as your flower of the day. As Harry says, best rat. Yes, if anybody here is not following Ratmost already, I can highly recommend Best Rat Streamer. Lana, thank you as well for redeeming your flower of the day, which is a field bindweed. I think you're the only one so far that's redeemed a common native flower that we might actually see. Not at the moment, but It's everywhere in the summer, and it's very, very pretty. Field bindweed is one of my favourites. I like it so much I even have an emote for it because it is pink and white striped. Okay, how are we going to handle these smelly people? Okay, can't do that because Stinky. Who is not happy? You're not happy because Stinky person. Okay. Now you're happy. You two... Oh, you don't like strong odours. Unfortunately, literally everyone here smells. Yeah. How is this actually going to work? You don't want to be next to them. You don't want to be next to them. Damn it, Laura, you're ruining everything. Okay. There. Now, does that give us a place to put these two? Yes, it does. Okay, we finally got there. Sarah with Stars says, left corkscrewing climber. I recognise that reference, Sarah. Yes, bindweeds do like to... they're a climbing plant. They will scramble through hedges. And they spin. The plant corkscrews its way up in order to latch onto other plants. Field bindweed actually does that rather less than hedge bindweed and large bindweed, which properly grow up through entire hedgerows. Field bindweed mostly remains on the ground and spreads out on the ground, and actually doesn't tend to... It will still latch onto things, but it tends to be like low-level plants like grasses. It will grow up blades of grass and that sort of thing. But yes, left corkscrewing climber indeed, as Sarah says. I love it here. I learn so much, says Sarah with Stars. One day I should just do like an entire stream just about botany. I might lose some viewers, but Sarah would still be here for sure. Elfie, thank you as well for redeeming your flower of the day, which is a horseshoe vetch. That's quite a rare one. You do not want to dance. We're running out of space at the tables. You do get horseshoe vetch. You get it in some of the quarries on the Mendips. You don't get it much around here. I think it's more common at the coast. These people actually could be on the dance floor. That would work. You don't want to dance, you want to be with this person. I think we need to do something like that. You want to sit and you forgot to shower, so you do need to be at the table. You don't want to dance. Yeah, we're running out of places to sit people. Oh, I remember why I sat these people down now. It's difficult to have none of them be next to each other. Because they're all mad at each other. But yeah, these two also need to be seated because neither of them wants to dance. Does this count as being next to each other? No. Okay, these two actually, it doesn't say they don't want to dance. It's just implied by the fact they don't like the smelly people on the dance floor. I'm going to have to put these people here. Smells are causing problems as usual. You don't like bad smells, you want to be near the speaker. Ah, okay. Yeah, it's where to put these three that's really causing the problem. We're going to have to put you near the speaker, which is there. You cannot stand loud music, so you can't be by the speaker. You can be like over here though. You do not like strong odours. Or something like that. Yeah, these two need to be together and seated. These two need to be together and seated. And these two need to be together and seated. So that kind of defines like 2 out of 3 people on each table. This person also wants to sit. This person doesn't necessarily need to sit. Okay, there we go. I found something that worked. The answer was to put the guy who has beef with Laura all the way over here, away from Laura. I'm sorry, it's just that I've worked so hard to meet you. You think someone just gave me this stardom, this presence, this talent? No, I paid for it with my blood, sweat and tears. But no one ever helped me, so why should I help you? Yep, turns out Rombai can be assholes just like every other shape. You want my real advice? Leave acting to us, the professionals. Completed. Okay, bus time. This is a different bus than the bus we had before. It is accurate to London in the sense that it's red. It's not accurate to London in the sense that it should be double-decker, really. There should be another row of seats. It does have the seats across the back, though. All the best buses have this row of seats across the back. So you can sit on this middle seat, and if the bus is involved in a collision, then you get flung the entire length of the bus. Yes, all the safest vehicles have that feature. Okay, we have 2 chatterboxes here. You want to talk to someone, and you do not want to be next to Victoria. Guess you'd be next to the person that you want to talk to, like that. You want to be with your parent as well. You want to stand, but you need your backpack. You want to be by the window. You want to sleep. You want to play loud music. You want to read. You want an aisle seat. And you can't stand talking. Okay. That was easy, but the first level is always easy. At the next one, there will be more people, and it will be harder to fit everyone on. Yes, Harry points out that we are driving on the wrong side of the road here for what is supposedly London. I guess they didn't want to have to animate the bus driving in the other direction. They wanted the flow of the gameplay to be left to right. So it makes sense. You want to be by the window and can't stand loud music. Will you go there then? You two want to talk. You want to be with Asher. You want to stand, but you didn't shower, which is going to cause a problem for these guys. And you want to be with Asher as well. But you forgot to shower. Okay, there we go. Right, we have another person with a backpack. There you go. You want to be alone and sleep. I can relate on both those accounts. You want to sit in the direction of the vehicle. You don't like smells. Oh, that doesn't count as alone, does it? Damn it. Okay. Maybe... Okay. have the alone person only consume 2 seats instead of 4 by putting them here. You want to be with your parent. You also need to be with your parent. You want to be over here, apparently. You need to sleep. Ah, this is where the music person causes problems. Yes. If it wasn't for the music person, everything would be fine. Where to put them? Maybe we can bring you and your bag over here and that. Oh no, you need to be with them, don't you? Forgot that. You both want to stand and you need your backpack. Okay, so all 3 standing spaces are accounted for. Yeah, what the hell do we do about this loud person? Here, maybe? Bring you back here. And then... Now Stinky Person is causing a problem. Yeah, you want to be with you, and you want to be with you, and you don't... Well, you do... These two need to be together because talking. And the other ones need to be with Asher. So this kind of forces, like, them to be together. Okay. Almost there. Who is not happy? You. Oh, you're not sitting in the right direction. There. Why are you dizzy? Oh, you both want to sit in the same direction. Sorry, no, wait. Damn it, 3 of them want to sit in the same direction. Okay, 3 of them want to sit in the same direction. And... yeah, I think this forces them to use the back seats because these 3 need to be... these 4 need to be together because these 3 need to be together because these 2 need to be with Asher. And this one wants to talk and this is the only one who will talk. So these 4 have to be together and 3 of them want to sit in the direction of the vehicle. So the only way to achieve that is to put them on the back seats. So who's unhappy now? Oh, you're not with Asher. Now you are. There we go. Finally. These levels are definitely getting harder. Is this the end of my journey? I've spent so much time looking for an answer. I can't go back home like this. But what if Luca was right? What if I'm just not cut out for this? I heard there's an acting class here in London. There are probably quite a lot of acting classes in London. Maybe I should give it a try. Okay, we have somebody who wants to read. Who wants to be alone. There maybe? Oh, never mind. You not only want to read, you also want to be with your parent. And you're going to stink up the place. These 2 want to chat together. I'm going to remove you because you want to chat and be by the window. Yeah, you're not going to be able to sleep now. You want to stand and play loud music. Will you go ahead and do that? Want to sleep in the direction of vehicle. Okay, bye. Oh, you... wait. Hang on. Hang on. You both want to talk to someone and you both want to be by the window. You have to be next to each other but also by the window, so I think they have to be here. And then you don't like stinky, so do that. You now can't concentrate, so you'll need to go like here or something. Hang on. Yeah, no, these two need to be together. Like that. I'm trying to figure out where to put the alone people. These two both want to be alone. Does this count as alone? No. We can do that. But then, like, yeah. There. But now we've got this loud music person. They can't go here because there's reading going on over there. They can't go here because they're not sitting in the direction of the vehicle. Emma unsure. I can accommodate all the sleepers, but then I need this loud person to go somewhere. And it can't be here. Actually, can I move your backpack there? Okay, that still counts as backpack next to you. So I can put this sleeper in with you. Okay. That almost works. Just these two. That doesn't count as alone now, does it? You just want to read. You could go there. But then not alone. This one is tricky. There we go, I got it. Okay, I had to swap around the two alone people. This one doesn't care about sleeping. This is the one who wants to sleep. This one just wants space. So they can be within noise range. Okay. We did it. Oi! This match is going to be a proper belter. Let's grab our seats. The seat can do one, bruv. I'm standing all match. Is this supposed to be how British people talk? Yeah, bollocks to sitting, we can fold them chairs. Ain't we blocking the view though? They can stand too. Okay, so this is clearly supposed to be a football match. On account of, you know, there's a ball. People don't usually show up to British football matches with popcorn. I just want to point that out. For anybody not familiar with British football culture, we don't tend to eat popcorn. I think the devs were lazy and reused the popcorn sprite from the cinema level. Also, I've just noticed you can actually fold up or down all the chairs. That's interesting. That gives you a lot of possibilities. Okay, I want to sit and I want to be in row 4. Which row is row 4? Is row 4 the front row or the back row? I guess it's the back row because you're happy there. You want to be in row 2. Okay. Yeah, the plastic fingers, like the foam finger things and the pennants. This is more like American sports, I think, than British. And the popcorn is certainly out of place to the game. I cheer for the home team. I want to steal popcorn. Okay, what classifies as cheering? Is this the home stand or the away stand then? Okay, doesn't seem to matter. I guess it just means that you're going to create noise, which is fair enough. Need some popcorn. Okay, this person has gone with the be alone whilst having popcorn strategy. So this is going to have to be the person that whose popcorn gets stolen. You want to be with you. You want to stand in row 2. Well, you go ahead and do that then. You cannot see well for far away. Oh right, you cheer for the visiting team, you cheer for the home team. Okay, yeah. So if we put these two together, there's going to be tension between opposing fans. See, in the real world, you solve that by having a completely separate stand for the away team, not by just expecting everybody to seat themselves nicely. That would really not work. Okay, you want to stand. You don't want your view blocked. Want to sit. You want to be alone and eat popcorn. Eat popcorn there then. You want to be with them. You want to be with them. Oh, that could be tricky. You want to be with Nadia in row 1. Well then, I have to do this then. Okay, who's not happy? You're not happy. Oh. Well, all of their criteria are satisfied, but they have a sad face. Oh, your view is being blocked. Well, it doesn't say that you don't want your view to be blocked. You should have specified that. There we go. Okay. Inaccurate depiction of football. I'm sorry. Okay. You two want to be together and you want to be in row 3. So I guess you'll have to be in row 3. Here we go. You want to steal popcorn. You have 2 choices of who you want to steal from this time. Let's sort the other people out first. You want to be in row 4 and have sensitive ears, so let's put you over there. You need to be with your backpack. So I guess we'll stick you over here. You would not get away with having your bag take up an entire extra seat at a football match either. You want to stand. You have sensitive ears and want to stand. Let's put the sensitive people over here. You want to be alone and cheer for the home team. You do that. Okay, no, the cheer extends like that. Okay. Then we have the popcorn. So you're going to have to go ahead and steal from that person. You want to stand. That can be. I mean, you can stand anyway. Anywhere apart from there. Oh, blocking my view. You want to stand as well. Oh no, that's within range of them. Okay. Okay. Apparently the the sensitive ears person is only sensitive to the visiting team's chants. They're not sensitive to the home team's chants. That's interesting. Maybe the visiting team are winning and that's why. Ah, there's Nat. Thanks for inviting me, Coda. Sorry I've been a bit of a buzzkill lately. For real? I thought you were just doing the brooding artist thing to be cool. Brooding? No, I've just been feeling down about my acting skills. You're the best actor in our class, Nat. The universe has a plan for you. I hope you're right. Okay, we got an achievement for meeting Coda. I have sensitive ears and want to be with Nat. And you want to be in row 1. Okay. Ah, this person has an air horn. Yeah, the sensitive ear person is not going to be happy with the air horn people. Okay, let's see, who else? You want to be with Elizabeth, who does not want to... Okay, home team peoples. Just a stand. No, stand! That one. There we go. You want to cheer for the home team, but you have sensitive ears, so you don't want to be with everyone else who's cheering for the home team. You're happy to cheer, just it doesn't hurt your own ears, it just hurts everyone else's. Popcorn in row 2. That's not row 2, this is row 2. Who wants to steal popcorn? You want to steal popcorn. You want to sit not in a dirty seat. You want to be in row 4 and eat popcorn. You have... Yeah, let's put the horn people over here. Out of... Oh. Out of range of... Damn it! View blocking is happening. Yes, I know, you don't like the noise. Let's move you over and put you there. Like, you're... I like how this guy isn't, like... They're not blaring their horn in support of any particular team. They're just, like, doing it to be annoying. You want to steal popcorn. There's currently no popcorn thievery available. Have to do that. There we go. Okay, so... This guy here has people from both supporters of both teams on opposite side of them stealing popcorn. As I say, this is not realistic to a real football match. You would have a home stand and an away stand, and they wouldn't try and organise themselves in one stand. And they don't eat popcorn at football matches. Honestly. The game. Okay, final football round. I see lots of supporters. In fact, yeah, now this is more realistic because everybody is supporting a team. You want to be alone? You want to cheer for the home team, but you want to be alone. Why don't you just watch the game from home? Then you can cheer in front of your own TV. Like, if you want to be alone, don't go to the match. Anyway. You there. Don't sit in a dirty seat. I'm trying to put all the home team people at the top. Oh wait, you want to be in row 4 though. Oh no, this is row 4. Damn it, I forget which order the rows are in. Let's put the popcorn thieves up here then. You're going to have to go here. That. And then let's see if we can get you guys to stay separate. 2, you want to stand. Okay, that works. You don't want to sit in a dirty seat, but you do want to steal popcorn, so you'll have to steal from them. You have sensitive ears, so go there. You can't see well. Oh no, that doesn't work. Damn it! I mean, these people don't need to be in row 1, but then those people don't need... Yeah, this is tricksy. You want to stand. That's what I did wrong. Okay, we're almost there. You're not happy because you have sensitive ears. But this person is... Oh, this person has the air horn, don't they? Yeah. Stand. Air horn down here. Oh no, but you want to be in row 2. Darn it, Jarnet. Am I getting confused? Rooney says, "Oh my God, the vuvuzela! Just thinking of it hurts my ears." You're not alone there, Rooney. Okay. I think we're getting closer. Or not. Actually, no. Everybody is loud everywhere now, which is a problem. You know, because you want to be alone. Okay. Which is why I've left you up here. You have sensitive ears. You could go here, though. Oh no, that counts as adjacent. Damn it. This one is hard. Try this again. Right, who is confined to a specific row? This guy needs to be in row 4. And this guy needs to be in row 2. And this guy needs to be in... where is it? This guy needs to be in row 1. These people are fixed to specific rows. So the fact that there's 2 visiting team people in rows 1 and 2, and then home team person in row 4, makes me think that like the back needs to be home team and the front needs to be visiting team. But that might not be the case. Like you can put, you can't put people of different teams right next to each other because then they do this your team's awful thing. But you can put them behind each other, except that if you put 2 people from the same team together, they start singing and then the person on the other team doesn't like it. So it's quite a complicated rule, the like opposite team thing. Opposite team can't be next to each other horizontally. They can be next to each other vertically unless there's a member of the same team opposite horizontally. So it's I'm sure we have to use that mechanic to solve the level. So these people are always going to be cheering because they want to steal popcorn, and they're not going to be willing to steal popcorn from somebody on the other team. So they will always be. But then the sensitive ear person can't sit by the air horn. They could go there, but not if these people are going to start cheering. So that satisfies all the visiting team people. We've still got this one who wants to be alone, who we're going to have to put there. Then there's this thing of they're blocking my view, which is because this person is standing. So, yeah, this person doesn't need to stand. So we can make all these people sit, and then they're not blocking the view because the back person is standing. You want to steal popcorn, so you need to go there, and then you have sensitive ears. Yeah, see, the problem is this person has sensitive ears, and now there's no seat remaining where people aren't cheering. It's close. Why are you not happy? Oh, because you can hear the visiting team's cheers. That's why. And if you go there, then everybody suddenly starts cheering, which is a problem. This game hard. Clearly we need to put the sensitive ear people here, but we're not leaving enough of a gap. What if we put the alone person here as well? And then move this person? Oh, they don't want to sit in a dirty seat though, so we need to put them there. Person wants to stand. Okay, we did it. Yes, this is what I was trying to do. You have to like leave an empty row to segregate the people who who have sensitive ears from the people who are chanting. And you have to separate the two teams as well. We finally managed it. That one took a little while. We are done with the football. A school. Good evening, class. Before we begin, I want to go over the grading criteria. Can't help but notice this person appears to be an egg, but I think that's just because they're sitting in a chair. Attendance is 70% of your grade, and the final exam is 10%. I wish I had classes like that. That doesn't add up to 100%. This is acting class, not maths class. I mean, again, we're in London, so it would be maths class, not math class, anyway. No need to shout, Teach. I'm going to make myself a cup of Linden tea. Okay. We have smelly person who can't see well from far away. Let's put you there. You can't see from far away, but you don't like bad smells. We'll put you there. Chatterboxes. Chatterboxes obviously sit at the back of the class. That's, yeah. Okay. Wanting to chat is bad in a school environment. We're not allowed to have two chatting people next to each other. So we need to do something like that. Does not like being copied, does not like being helped. Helps others. Who likes copying off people then? Put you there. You also want to chat. We need to arrange the chatters in a diagonal pattern so they're not next to each other. You can go ahead and help those people. Okay. Yeah, so you can't sit by Coda because even though they're the other main character, because they would help you and that would be bad for some reason. Ah, here's somebody who copies. So you can't go near. Nadia can't go by Nat. Okay. We'll start with the can't see well from far away because that's more restricted. Just that one, I think. Does not like being helped but helps others. Awkward. Wants to chat, needs help. So let's put you near someone who helps then. There we go. Does not like bad smells, helps others. Who else needs help? Needs help. Okay, these two need help. So if we put them next to you, then you will help them. You don't like being copied or helped, so you're over there. You copy off them, I guess. You don't like being copied. You should be right there. No, you want to chat, so that doesn't work. Okay. This almost works. Apart from the smell issue with this person. There we go. Okay. There's always that one who smells. It's a shame. Okay, you help others. Who needs help? You need help. Okay. People who don't want to copy or help, go over here. People who don't like bad smells, go over here. Easily distracted, has a crush on Alexei. Why do you have a crush on the one person here who hasn't showered? Doesn't make sense. Okay, you can't see well from far away. We'll put you at the front. Make sure to split up the chatters. Okay, that's close enough apparently as being a crush. So do that. And okay, you don't like being helped, so we need. There we are. This person is going to get all the help because look, these are both helping and they're in the middle. So they should do really well now. LT Bango says, is the teacher? No, I can't say that here. I'm not sure what you're saying, LT Bango. Is it something to do with the chair they're sitting on? I said they looked like an egg in an egg cup. It's possible that LT Bango was going to suggest something else. But just to confirm, the teacher is a triangular shape and they're sitting on one of those egg chair things. Hopefully that is sufficient, LT Bago. Yeah, the not showering is getting worse. Look, there's 4 of them now. Okay, you don't like bad smells. Has a crush on Nat. Ah, you have a crush on the main character. Well, I'm afraid I can't let you sit near them. Helps others. Wants to get the crush on Derry. Okay. But needs help. There you go. I know you don't want my help, but this person needs help. There we go. Okay, nobody is having crushes on people or not having unwanted help or anything like that. Yes, watch when the teacher moves. You've all shown great promise this semester. I haven't seen such potential since I got Luca in my class. Anyway, there are 2 open spots for my friend's acting workshop in New York. I've decided to recommend Nat and Coda. Of course, they're the main characters. Make us all proud. See? That's just a stool they're sitting on. Okay, next level. Looks like we're going to the airport. Excuse me, dearie, is this my flight? Let's see your ticket, love. Aye, this is your flight. Do you need help? Is this supposed to be British accent again? My eyesight isn't what it used to be, but I can walk just fine. Suit yourself. Okay. My flight number is GL45. I'm wearing too much cologne. I guess you should be sitting... I'm going to miss boarding. Oh, you need to be in line. Okay. You need to be in line for boarding if your flight is next. I understand. Your flight is not not boarding yet. Apologies to Alex for any reminders of the flying experience that I'm causing. You want to be alone. Okay. You have a VIP pass. You should be at the front of the VIP line then. There we go. So should you. No. There we go. Apparently this seat can't hear this person, but this seat can. That doesn't make sense, but never mind. Okay, well they've all boarded, so now HF97 is boarding, so you need to be there, you need to be there. Oh, you both want to be first in line, but you don't want to hear loud music, so I'll have to do that. Your flight is still not boarding. You got here really early. These two people were sensible. These people are like me. They get to the airport like 4 hours early, and they want to be alone and not hear anyone else's phone. This is Emma right here. Okay, your flight, not yet. Okay, you all want to be first in line. Good thing there's 3 columns, I guess. You have a VIP pass, so you need to go in this column. Your flight is not yet. I want to sit near the boarding gate. That's near the boarding gate. You are really early for your flight. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay, we have to form lines, and then they're smelly. So, they're on their phone. Damn it. Look, you're all going to be sat on the airplane in a minute anyway, and you're going to be annoyed with each other then. Can't we just agree to queue wherever we want to queue? There we go. Okay. I did it. You all go on board. I'm guessing the next one is this WP70. Oh no, GG34 is next. Okay, the WP77 people, these were really early. This is definitely me. I was very early for my flight. Okay. You are boarding. You are boarding. I want to watch a movie on someone else's phone. I watch movies on my phone. Okay, I guess these two are going to be sitting together. Don't worry, it's okay. Get you on the plane. I need to figure out how to get these two people to watch each other's phone. There we go. Okay. I watch movies on my phone. I do not want others to see my phone. Okay, I guess he can't see your phone because he's too busy playing loud music. E-pass. You want to be with your parent. Your parent has a VIP pass, so I guess so do you. Movies on my phone, which is going to annoy everyone. You want to be next to another kid, and then you are stinky, but nobody cares. Okay. Okay, now WP77 is boarding. Come on, everyone. Boarding time. You want to be first in line. Okay. You want to be first in line. You want to be first in line. Do not want to hear someone else's phone. But you have a VIP pass. So, phone person. Phone person, you're annoying. Because smells. There we go. Okay. And then you two. Fortunately, the only constraints you have is you want to be together, so we can put you here. Okay, I guess this is the last flight for a while, because nobody else is waiting. We're going to New York! Can you believe it? Of course I can. I manifested it. If only Alexis and Val could see me now, they wouldn't believe it. Who? I'll tell you all about it on the flight. Hooray! Also, there's a different flight coming that we don't have. Nobody is queuing for that flight. That's all of the London levels done, apart from the special bonus level, which we shall do now. Museum. Good morning. What? This isn't the royal tomb. Where are we? You're finally awake. We've been here like 100 years, at least. This is an outrage. We need to find a way back home at once. Cool your jets. Remember how hot it was back there? And the sand. I hated it. It got everywhere. It was coarse and rough and irritating, and it got everywhere. Okay. I am from Egypt. I am the highlight of the collection. Okay. Let's put you in the middle then, I guess. I am from Egypt. I want to be near highlight. I forgot to... What do you mean you forgot to shower? You're a museum exhibit. I guess all the Egyptian stuff needs to go together. I want to sit. I don't want to be next to a sculpture. Okay. I'm from Greece. So do the... Okay, the Greek exhibits and the Egyptian exhibits need to be separate. Makes sense. Okay, Greece, you want to be near a highlight, so we better put you there. Greece, I want to sit. I don't want to be next to a vase. Okay. Is it me or have I taken up all the spaces? Oh no, you can, yeah. You can put things... You can put things in these spaces around the side as well. LT Bango says exhibits from around the world must be a British museum. Well, yes, we are still in London, which is another indication that it's a British museum. Right, who is still unhappy? You. Oh, you don't want to be next to a vase. Well, unfortunately, Greece produced quite a lot of vases. There we go. No, because you want to sit. You want to sit, and the other vase also wants to sit. This is awfully awkward. You want to be near a highlight. There we go. Yeah. Everybody is happy. Okay. A bronze head from Nigeria. Be near a highlight. Well, these two are the highlights. You don't need to be near a highlight. Anyway, look, T-Bago, some stuff disappeared. So, I guess they had to give it some stuff back. Some of the exhibits got repatriated. Do not want to be next to a mummy. Is a mummy. Yeah. That's awkward. I'm from Nigeria. I want to be alone. Sure thing. Sit not next to sculpture. I think the back row is forced because we've got near highlight, highlight, near highlight, highlight, near highlight, highlight. You want to sit not next to a sculpture. Who is currently sitting who doesn't want to? These four all want to... Oh, this one doesn't want to sit. Okay. That's the opposite. There we go. I'm from Egypt. Want to talk to someone. I have bad news. If you want to talk to someone, you're a vase. You can't talk. Yes, I know no one listens to you. Don't worry. I have a friend for you. Oh, but Greece and Egypt don't like each other, I guess. I cannot stand talking. Okay. Want to be next to a piece from Nigeria. Want to be next to a piece from Greece. You need to go there then. You need to come over here. You still need to talk to someone. I think it needs to be this person that you talk to. You want to be alone. Oh, you want to be alone, but you want to sit. That is awkward. Let's see if I can make that work. You want to go there. Oh, you want to be near a highlight. So you need to go there. Ah, but the highlights of the collection would rather that you showered. Maybe if I just swap these two. Oh, you're not a highlight. You want to be near a highlight. Move the smelly guy away. Oh, I want to be near highlight there. Okay, there we go. Got it. Anything can talk if you take enough or not enough drugs. Interesting, LT Bago. So you're saying I need to take precisely the right amount of drugs? Well, I guess I'm fortunate I don't tend to hear voices in my head on any drugs when I'm not on any drugs. So, for me, I guess the right amount is none. I appreciate that's not the case for everyone. Okay, good news. We have reached a new city. New York. I think I'm probably going to leave it there for today because we only have half an hour left. Half an hour is probably not enough time to do both the remaining levels. And I would rather have at least 2 levels left to do when we come back to this game, rather than just do 1 level and then have to end the game. So I'm going to leave it there for today. We will obviously continue with this next time, which is likely to be Friday. I will be back to my usual Friday slot. Next week, because Alex is back home now. It is just me. My house does feel very empty with just Emma in it, but it's okay. I will survive. Yes, T-Bago, I need more drugs for the pots to talk. Alhuno says best Emma, and I say best Alhuno. And I really mean that. Harry also says best Emma. T-Bago says thanks for the stream, this game was fun. Well, yes. Go game will be continuing next stream, which, as I say, pretty sure will be on Friday. I will, as always, post an update in my Discord if needed. Al Huno says, I wish I wasn't alone. I am sorry, Al Huno. I will offer a hug to you. There we are. Best Al Huno. Yes, it's difficult for me at the moment because I have Bestest Alex, but Bestest Alex is very far away. Long way. Vancouver is a long way from Somerset. I'll tell you that much. It's blooming miles away. You go all the way to Canada, and then you're not even halfway there. Anyway, yes, we shall end there. And I do hope, Bestest Al Huno, that you do find somebody soon. We are all rooting for you, Al Huno, and if you ever need to talk, you are welcome to message me on Discord, and I'm sure that's the case for other people here as well. So, I'm going to look for somebody to raid now. If anyone has suggestions for raid targets, please let me know. Oh yeah, I'm watching myself, aren't I? I'm watching myself because I raided in with Rooney. So I probably should have done like it's a raid. Rooney, hi. There we are. Very late raid message from Rooney. Okay, who is live? Oh, Lady Aura is live. Lady Aura dropped by just earlier. We could go there. See who else. Grilled Trout is also live. We could go there. Trout? Oh, Trout and Sunshine is on too, says Multibago. Yeah, we went to Lady Aura not long ago. Let's go to Grilled Trout today. I still feel like I need to make up to Grilled Trout for that whole meme I started in Nesbar's Discord. In Nesbar's stream, not Nesbar's Discord. Best grilled fish. Let me just be a nerd and put this on my spreadsheet of raids. And then get that raid started. There we go. Please say hi to Grilled Trout. If you would like to put a raid message in chat, please do. I'm going to put one here that you can use if you are subscribed. If you're not subscribed, here's one you can use instead that has dancing dinosaurs. But please feel free to substitute your own emotes if you would prefer. And yeah, I shall see you on Friday. LT Bagger says, yeah, you started a whole thing. There are still new imposters turning up in various Trout Friends streams. Exactly, and I do apologise to Grilled Trout for that. So thank you to everybody who contributed today, especially with those treasure trains. Thank you, Lana, for the gift sub to Otto. Harry for the 100 bits. Hurricane for the 3-month resub. Rooney for the raid. We had 2 people follow today. We had a raid from Noogle Noodle Noggin. We had 100 bits from Sarah Stars. We had 5 gift subs from Ren and 5 gift subs from Tibago. That's awfully generous. We had a resub from Nit. And we had a gift from Alex and a resub from Harry. And I gifted something to Sarah Stars. So all in all, it was a nice evening. And until next time. Thank you all for watching, and bye for now.